big week ahead here with Nvidia earnings coming up, as well as continued tensions with Iran here. Futures have gapped down about 5 points, so essentially a nothing burger here. But we'll take a look at some of the dealer levels and preview a few days for this week, particularly spiders and QQQ. We'll look at Nvidia as well. But you can see futures down here just a little bit. And again, keep in mind we have Nvidia earnings Wednesday after the bell. We could see a little bit of muted action until then, unless we get more headlines. We do have PPI on Friday. That's really kind of the only notable data point that I saw. Correct me in the comments if I'm wrong here, but obviously Nvidia is sort of the fulcrum of them. Let's just take a look at some dealer levels here. It's Sunday night, and we'll look at Monday here on the spiders. So far, you do have a lot of net support here at 685. And there are a little bit of left tail action going on here, but it's going to be a lot. It's going to take a lot to break that 685 handle, considering how positively that is hedged. And again, 690 area, that will significantly improve. If the spiders can get above that, back test it and then establish above that, will considerably improve our technical positioning here. And if we look at the Qs, we do have a little bit more left tail action. However, that 600 handle, which is, they tried very hard to break that last week. They were unable to do that with OPEX. Again, a lot of open interest down there. I'm not surprised it didn't break, but ton of put support down there. So yes, there's some more tails down there if they get through that. My guess is if it's going to happen, it would need to come through a gap. Overnight news. I know Iran is like the obvious kind of answer there, but I would guess it's going to have to be something like that. On the other side, from what I'm seeing from some of these days here, it looks to me like if the Qs can establish, and there's Tuesday, if the Qs can establish above 610 and rally past that, that will flip a lot of that. That will decay a lot of those puts and will obviously put us in a much better technical position here. And look at the spiders as well. So same kind of deal, 690. You do have a lot of positive gamma for Tuesday. And I mean, you do have a 685, little put interest there, but still kind of net positive. Again, keep in mind these levels can and will change, but starting to see the 700 come up again. But really the big day here, obviously, is Thursday, right? That's going to be post Nvidia. And right now, there's really not much in terms of left tail here for the spiders. Quite a bit of positivity here and a lot of call action up there for the QQQ. Again, you do have those. It's still kind of that tech weakness that we're seeing, but not as bad as even Monday, right? A lot of upside. A lot of upside protection here for that day. And if we look at Nvidia itself, they do have the Monday, Wednesday, Friday expiry now, but obviously they'll report earnings after Wednesday, so we just care about Friday. Same story, right? 180, 200. So I don't really think, again, this will update, I'm sure, but it doesn't appear like we're going to get out of this range here on NVDA. So if we get some more open interest down there, some more GACs and net dealer changes, I will let you know. But right now, it looks like 200 is kind of the big spot. The only day I see really like big kind of left tail action here is, and that's not even saying that we're going to have that, but where I see the potential for that would be Friday. So 690, you got a put wall there, but below that is where it could open up. So I think for bears, you want to break that down before then, and you don't want to pump on Nvidia. So pretty simple as far as that's concerned. Side note here, if you guys like this stuff here, I know we've talked about it before. I haven't brought it up in a while. If you're interested in a sort of like kind of Gex workshop, I've been thinking about doing that for a while. I really think it would be a good idea to do something where I can break this down into layman's terms to ways that anybody can understand it, because there's a lot of places out there that talk about this stuff. A lot of them don't know what they're talking about, which is a whole nother story. But I think it's very intimidating, and I don't see anybody else who's kind of like broken it down in a way that's very easy to understand, which I'm confident I can do. So if you're interested in that, let me know in the comments. But yeah, outside of that, those are the levels we're watching this week here. A little bit of interest at 68.50 ES for futures here. That's the low from yesterday. And I know 69.50 are levels. We are obviously talked about these anyway on Friday. That would be kind of your big back test if we got up there tomorrow. So, anyways, guys, we'll wrap it up here. You guys take care. Find me on carnivoretrades.com. We'll see you guys all tomorrow.